Hello and welcome to Nutmeg Curling Club. Today we have got the college SuperSpiel, and we've got, it is the 2019 Yale SuperSpiel actually, and on sheet A we've got Colgate versus MIT 2. On sheet B, it's Hamilton 2 versus Cornell Bowdoin. And on sheet C, it's Villanova 1 versus RIT. This is the 12 p.m. draw. We are in pool number 2, I believe. Pool B. We're playing Pool B. And the curlers are just taking a couple of practice slides and getting ready to go. The action will start in a minute. I'll give you a roster list. Second, on sheet A, Colgate is Skip Grace McDonald-Gagan. Vice is Cameron Pauley. Second is Kate Miller. And lead is Emily Schweitzer. Versus MIT 2, Skip Thomas Karate. Although now that I'm looking at the sheet, those don't look like the skips. I think we might have the wrong order of the skip names, so I apologize. Jessica Harsnow, Kelsey Beckner, and Kika Aris. Kika Aris is the skip, sorry.
You got it reversed.
Yeah, I got it reversed. Kika Aris is the skip, Kelsey Becker is the vice, Jessica Arsano is the second, Thomas Karate is the lead for MIT 2 versus Colgate. Emily Schweitzer is the skip, Kate Miller is the vice, Cameron Pauley is the second, and Grace McDonald-Gagan is the lead, and that's on sheet A. On sheet B, we've got Hamilton 2, which is skip Amy Granser, vice Molly Healy, second Gus Tuniskamp, and lead Taroni Q versus Cornell Bowdoin, and that is skip Tyler Muller, third McFlorian, second Caton Flinton, and lead is Yuchin Hu. That's on sheet B. And on sheet C, we've got Villanova 1, skip Jeremy Wong, vice Peter Kratz, second Joshua Guerin, lead Ben Scott versus RIT, skip Zachary Blau, third Tommy Booty, second Eric Wilson, and lead Gavin Wynn Pitt. So let's take a look and see what's happening on the sheets. On sheet B, we've got a couple of guards in play, and on the other sheets, doesn't look like much has happened yet. I think we might switch to the 6-sheet view so that we can see the curlers delivering and what's happening in the house. Over on C, Yellow's got a nice center line guard. We've got a couple guards on sheet B. Now we've got a nice high guard on sheet A. Skip is calling to draw into the house on A. Looks like on C they're calling for the same thing, a draw into the house. And on B, everyone's trying to draw into the house.
Oh, you don't like it? Okay. I don't feel
And over on sheet A, they got a draw into the house. Got a red stone, looks like it's just biting. It's 12 foot. On sheet C, it looks like RIT drawing into the house. Did they make it? Yeah. Looks like it might be. I think it's going to stick around. What do you think? Yeah, it's going to stick around. That's a very nice shot. They're liking it. I think he's going to try and curl right down to it, draw right down to it. And I believe that's Villanova that is delivering now on sheet C. Looking like they're going to draw right down to the yellow stone that's in the house. Microphone is on. Yep, there we go. And over on sheet A, looks like they're going to tap up their red. That's very nice. They've got a red sitting right in front of it. I think that is Colgate with red. And over on sheet B, it looks like we still just have a bunch of guards in play. Over on sheet A, it looks like they're calling for a takeout. That's MIT2. Sweepers are on it. Over on A. Let's see what's going to happen. They're coming in. It looks nice. Oh, he peeled the guard and rolled into the house. I think they might stick. Red is still shot on A. Over on C, it looks like they're calling for a... Is he calling for a draw? He's talking... Oh, he's going to take it out. I'm not sure what that broom signal was. He went like this. What do you think that was? That was a takeout, or was that a draw in? I believe this is Villanova 1 that's shooting. I think he's going to tick the guard. Yeah. Well, at least he opened it up. Sheet B, it looks like it's still all guards. What's happening on sheet A? Sheet C. Yellow is RIT, I believe. Going to draw another one at the house. It's got to slow down there. It might go through. Yep. Sheet B is still all guards. Sheet A. This is Colgate, I believe. I'm going to put another one in the house. Over on sheet B, I think they're trying to tap up a red. That's Hamilton 2. They're going to hit something. Are they going to be able to tap it in so that it sticks in the house? This looks a little heavy. It might go right through. Yep, that was a good try, though. Over on sheet C, Villanova 1 is trying to draw in. Looks good. Can they get it in to outcount the yellows that are already there? Very nice. Now they're shot rock on C. Over on sheet B, I think they're going to have to peel a guard. That's what the skip is calling for. Over on A, calling for a takeout, and looks like they got it. They rolled out a play 2. Oh, no. Yellow stuck around on A. I believe that's MIT 2. They've got 2 biters in the house on sheet A. And sheet B, looks like Hamilton 2 sitting 1 red. A lot of guards up front. I think they're going to tap up another one or maybe draw through the port there. And over on sheet C, sweepers are sweeping. Villanova Rock trying to get into the house. I think it might be a little short. They're really giving it their all. I think it's going to stick as a guard. Over on A, looks like they're trying to draw into the house. It's a little heavy. Might stick around. I think it's gonna, actually it's gonna outcount the 2 yellows, so that's a very nice shot for Colgate on sheet A. On B, looks like Hamilton 2 got another red into the house. Very nice, they're sitting 2. And over on C, we're on Skips Rocks. RIT is delivering. This skip is Zachary Blau. He's from Laurelton, Maryland. He's an electrical engineer. His favorite type of pie is peach pie. And he wants to say hi to his dad. That was a nice shot. And now we've got Skip from Villanova. This is Jeremy Wong. He's going to try and draw into the house. He's from Needham, Mass. His major is biochemistry. He's an avid volleyball player, and he loves to cook. And he wants to say hi to his mom, his dad, his younger sister Allison, and his friends at Villanova. Although he called it Nova, not Villanova. He's just going to try and draw into the house. Over on sheet B, it looks like Cornell Skip is still trying to decide what to do. He's got a lot of stones guarding the house. It's a tough call. He does have a port there that he can come through, so that's probably what he's trying to do, is just draw right through the port. And that's Tyler Mueller. His hometown is Granite Bay, California. He's a chemical engineering, he's getting his PhD. And an interesting fact is he curled with Penn as an undergrad. So he's saying hi to Penn Curling. And he also wants to say hello to Colby and Chandler, his brothers. And it looks like he made it through that port. Is he sitting? It's kind of tough to tell from here what shot rock is. They're all right in the 12-foot on sheet B. I think it's yellow. What do you think? Red? Could be the red in the back. The red in the back? That's a really tough call to see which one it is. Red's going to have to draw in again. Over on A, they finished the first end. Colgate scored 1, and now they're back coming the other way. It looks on sheet C. Right now, yellow's maybe sitting, yellow's sitting 2. There's a port there. Skips are trying to decide what he could do. And over on sheet B, That's Hamilton throwing. And that is skip Amy Granzer. She's from Glenbrook, New York. She's studying chemistry and Hispanic studies. She has two sisters, and they're in age order alphabetically. Alyssa, Amy, Andel, saying hi to Mom and Dad. And sheet C, it looks like Villanova is going to try and take out the yellow shot rock. Right now it looks good. It's going to get by that front guard. He might get the double here. Oh, no, he got one. Got the shot rock out. Nope. I think it's still one yellow. One yellow on C. And over on B, Cornell Bowdoin with their last stone of the end. And this is Tyler Muller. Tyler is up again. And he's got to draw in for another one, I think. I think that's what he's going to do. Yeah, this is where it's kind of hard to tell who's actually sitting shot rock. He's maybe going to tap up his front yellow. See if he can make that shot. This is the last stone of the end. And right now, no, he's coming right through the port. Oh, that looks beautiful. Oh, no, they're going to sweep it out. Oh, wow. I would measure at this point. It looks like you've got 4 stones that are very, very close. Of course, I'm just looking at it at the overhead camera, so they decided that one for sure. Nope, I guess they made a call themselves. We'll see when they post it what the actual score was. Okay, over on sheet A, Colgate has 2 stones in the house. MIT2 has 1 up at the top. And over on C, we just have a couple of guards.
John, how do you feel about this?
On A, MIT2 is doing takeout, and they rolled into the house behind their, no, it's still open, so it looks like Colgate's going to take it out, but that was a very nice throw. And over on C, RIT sweeping furiously, trying to get a guard. They're going to have a very nice guard. I don't think it'll make it into the house. We've got 4 people sweeping that stone. Nice guard. Now, I believe one of the fellows on RIT that's playing on this team has actually been curling here at Nutmeg, curling this, at least in the fall he did. He was doing an internship down here, and he played with our college league here that plays on Sunday nights, so that was nice for him. So even though he was away from Rochester because he was doing an internship, he still got to curl. Over on B, looks like Cornell Bowdoin's going to get a nice corner guard. Just, oh, nice guard. Over on A, they're furiously sweeping. MIT2 stone. Looks like they're going to knock the front guard. They might knock it all the way through. Yeah. Okay. Okay, over on C, we've got RIT delivering. And looks like he's a little heavy. He might take off his front guard and then it just skate into the house. No, all the way through. Okay, he left it back at the same guards. No harm. Over on B, I believe that Cornell is calling for a draw into the house. And sweepers were thinking it had enough. He's going to get a corner guard out of that. Over on C, we've got Villanova 1, delivering a red stone. I think they were looking for a draw in the house. I think it's a little heavy. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think it's going to go through. Over on B, Red has got a stone. They're trying to get it into the house. I think it'll get there. Might just be a biter. Oh, just barely biting. Still counting, I believe.
I don't know.
On C, RIT is delivering again. He might knock up his yellow into the house. If he does, that'd be very nice. If it sticks, so it's going to crash into a red. No harm again. Now we just have a bunch of guards, but there are some opportunities to tap up, and that looks like what Villanova is calling for, is a tap up of their own red. He gave the universal tap up sign, which is holding your broom over your head. Over on sheet B, Cornell pulled in yellow stone. It looks like it's going to hit the front red guard. I think it's going to knock it out, and they roll into the house. Red is still counting. And over on A, MIT 2 is calling for a takeout. Might be able to get a double there, although there are some things to crash into at the back, so I'm not sure about that, but let's see what happens. Looks like it's actually going to hit their front. Oh, it's going to take out the shot rock, roll in to a very nice position. That was a beautiful shot. Now, of course, Colgate is going to try and take it out. Over on B, we've got a red coming in. It looks a little heavy. I think it's going to go through. And over on sheet C, RIT is delivering. And it's going to tick the front. Okay, and roll right through. Over on B, looks like Cornell Bowdoin is going to get a nice stone into the house. That's a beauty. Very nice. Very nice shot on sheet B. That was Cornell Bowdoin. And on sheet C, Villanova is trying to draw into the house right through the port. Looks like they might crash on their front guard. They might tap and get the red one in. Nope, not enough. So they felt so defeated. You could see it on them. So close. Sheet B. Hamilton is furiously sweeping. They're trying for a takeout. It looks like they're going to get it. Yep, very nice. They're going to roll out as well. Red is still sitting 1. Over on sheet A, Red Stone's coming in. They're trying for the takeout. I think they're going to crash on their own. So they pushed the yellow shot rock back a bit, and now they're sitting shot rock. So I would guard that up. But let's see what she's going to do. This is Colgate, I believe. No, I'm wrong. It's MIT2 first shot rock on A. And yeah, they're actually going to have to knock something out because they are no longer sitting. Okay. Over on C, we've got Villanova shooting red. Looks like it's coming in a little hot. It's got to slow down. Oh, here it is. It is slowing down, and now it doesn't have enough. Okay. Over on A, MI2 skip. Kika has delivered her stone. She's from Oak Forest, Illinois. She's a computer science and electrical engineering major. And she does car commercials in Japan. That's interesting. And now, skip for Colgate is going to throw their last stone on sheet A. And this is Emily Schweitzer. And she's from Ithaca, New York. She's a biochemistry and math major. And she said, I taught my dad to curl and played with him as my vice this summer. And she wants to say hi to her mom and dad. She's going to try and just, I'm not sure what she's calling for over there, whether she's going to guard or draw another one to the house. I think I would guard, but let's see what she's going to do. Over on sheet B, Hamilton still has, well, they have 1. I think they're sitting 1. And over on sheet C, nothing's in the house right now. Got a lot of rocks up in front of the house. It's going to make it tough. Can they get through that port? I don't think it has enough. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Yep, they got it in. That was RIT, yellow in the house. Yep, and over on A, she got her guard. Make it a little tougher for Kika to get in there. She has to draw in for 1, or at least out counts and try and knock down red to 2. Although it looks like red could only be sitting 1. It's hard to tell from this angle. It's definitely red 1. The second shot could be yellow or could be red. It's hard to tell from this angle, but I think it might be yellow. I think it's 2 red. Yeah, she's going to try and take out the shot rock. I think I think the best she can do is get 1 here. She could draw in and get 1, or she could knock it out and let them have 1. Over on sheet C, it looks like red, which is Villanova, has knocked the yellow out of the stone, and they've got at least 1 stone now in the house, maybe a second one biting. Yeah, it looks like they got 2 now, and that makes it tough for, let's see who this is, Villanova. Oh, it's RIT that's up. So this is Zachary below. And his skip is Tommy Bodie. And he's from Mahwah, New Jersey. His major is computer science. His favorite type of pie is pecan pie. And he'd like to say hello to Emma Strongen. This is Blau's last stone, and it looks like it's going to kiss that red and ooze in. It's just got to stick in. They're going to try and sweep it out. And wow, look at that furious sweeping. I think it's still touching. I can't tell. It looks like red is out counting, but maybe only by one now. And now Villanova has his last rock. Jeremy. Last stone, he can draw in for 2 for sure. Maybe 3. They might have to measure those ones that are just biters, but he definitely has 1 counting. He get on the button, he'll get 2 for sure. That's what he's going to do on sheet C. Over on sheet B, looks like red is sitting 2, and they're trying to draw in for another, but I think it's a little heavy. It's going to go through. And that leaves Skip's rock on sheet B. All up to Tyler now. He's got to, he could draw in, or he could knock the red out and outcount the other reds that are in there, and he could just get a score of 1. I think that's the best he could do. His vice is Caitlin Finton. Let's see if she is from Cornell or Bowdoin. I'm not sure. She's from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and she is majoring. Oh, she's getting her PhD in behavioral and evolutionary neuroscience. And some interesting facts. She worked in Alaska for a summer, and she's missing a tooth. She'd like to say hi to her dad, her brother, Christopher, and her sister, Anna. Okay, let's see what happened on sheet C. It looks like they got a red stone. Villanova got a red stone. They're trying to decide whether is it 2 or 3. Are they going to measure? Yes, they are taking out the measuring tool to decide if they get 3. I think that's smart. When it's that close, it's always safe to measure. We're using a pressure measure, I believe. Is that what it is? Some clubs now have laser measures, but we like to use the pressure measure. Okay. Over on B, Mueller is throwing his last stone. He's got to get rid of that red and sit there in order to count 1. The line right now looks good. He might hit his front guard. Let's see. They're sweeping it to try to keep the line. It looks good. He sits in. Oh, he's going to roll out. Yeah, so he actually... Oh, I think he did it. I think he got it. I think he did. I think it's 1 yellow on B. And they're measuring. Let's see what the measure is over on C. They're supposed to put the 1 in the... Yep, so red. So it was 3 red on C. Villanova got 3. Villanova won 3. And over on A, they've already started their 3rd end. Looks like we've got 2 yellow guards. And Colgate might have a biter on A.
Okay, so
they're sweeping over on A. I'm not sure they're going to get it in the house. Looks like it's just going to be a guard. They're really trying. Okay, over on B, I believe that was Cornell. Bowdoin that just delivered. First yellow stone. And that is, I'm not sure that that is the lead. Hamilton lead on sheet 2 is Taran Kui from, I'm going to mess this up. He's from China, and his major is math. Interesting fact, he walked here. I wonder where he walked from. Maybe he lives nearby. Want to say hi to someone? He says, nah. Threw a beautiful stone right in the house, of course. Muller's going to take it out. Over on sheet B. Now, my sheet says that the lead here is Yuchen Hu from China, studying mathematics and biochemistry. Has the same birthday as Chairman Miao. I would like to say hi to her family. And that was a nice shot, a little heavy. I think it might stick. Nope, it went all the way through. That was on sheet B. Over on sheet C, we just have a couple of guards. Villanova is trying to draw into the house. And over on sheet A, it looks like MIT2 is trying to do the same thing, draw into the house, but I think they're going to be a little short and just end up as a guard. It's okay, they can tap that up later. Over on sheet B, this is Cornell Bowdoin. Now this says the second is Caitlin Finton, so I have a feeling that the lead and the second have switched positions, and that Caitlin actually threw the first two stones.
Yeah, you guys would also like to go. If we go. Like, this is also Jeremy's home club, too. The thing is, people say, like, we can do that. It's been great, right? Yeah. Right. So it's the last weekend. Yeah, no. Go crashing my house at Jeremy's house. Like, yeah, we'll post it. I don't know how far Ben is from us.
Over on C was a little heavy. I think it might stick. I think it's going to stick. Nice. All right, T.
So for me, it's about 30 minutes.
Has a biter all the way in the back. Over on B, we've got a couple of stones in play. Hamilton is going to call for the takeout of the yellow shot rock. And right now it looks like it's got plenty of weight. It definitely needs to curl. Here it goes, curling. It's going to curl enough. I think he's going to get it. Might jam on his back. Yep. So he knocked out his spot, which is fine. Knocked out the net. Very nice shot. Very nice shot. Over on A, looks like they're trying to draw in again. Sweepers are sweeping it. Came off for a second and went back on. It's going right through the port. Let's see if they can get it in. It might be just a tiny bit short. So. Over on C. All right, T delivering. I believe this is the second. This would be Eric Wilson from Watertown, New York. His major is computer science. His favorite type of pie is apple, and he'd like to say hi to his parents. And I believe it's Eric who actually curled with nutmeg with our college league in the fall when he was doing his internship here in Connecticut.
3 burgers, like 2 fries, like a milk, something like that. Because that, which one you had, like which burger? He was like, no, all 3 of those are for me. He takes all of the McDonald's hamburgers. I got like a small fry. I got like chicken nuggets or something like that. I don't even think I got it.
And over on C, Villanova is trying to draw into the house. They're trying to get by that front guard, but I think they're going to tap it. Yeah, no harm. Just put another guard up. RIT is going to have to draw in here, I think. They've got a lot of stones to hide behind. Over on B, I think they're calling to draw in too behind the stones that are in the house. And over on A, I think they're going to peel a guard. What do you think?
Yes, that's yours. All right.
Over on C, I think that Villanova is calling for a draw in.
I want to go curly. I want to try.
Over on sheet B, I think it's the same thing. A draw in. And over on sheet A, they're trying to decide what to do.
We were just looking for, vote for the game.
Villanova will get the draw. It's out in the open, so I'm sure RIT is just going to take it out. And over on sheet B, I think they drew in, but they're in the back, so there's still a pocket there that Muller is going to try and draw into. I believe this is the Vice rocks, so that would be McFlorian from Houston, Texas, Masters of Labor Relations. She curled for Maine, I think. Was born in the 90s. Saying hi to Betty, her mother. And I think that came up a little short. I didn't actually see what happened. And it looks like Hamilton's going to try the same shot. Just try and draw right into that pocket on sheet B. Over on sheet A, Colgate's trying to draw in. They're going to make it in the house, but I think they're going to be exposed. And over on C, trying to draw in. Right now it looks good. It's got to get by that front guard. Starting to curl. They might be able to hold it. No, I think it's going to hit it. Okay. They'll leave a guard. There are a bunch of guards there to hide behind, but there's one in the house. It looks like RIT is going to try and take it out. This is the Vice Bodie who's throwing for RIT. And he's curling in shorts today. He's going to, I think, go straight through. Yeah.
You either gotta guard that.
Over on B, looks like Mueller's going to try and draw in. On B, it looks like red is just barely outcounting the yellow. There's a nice port to get into. He's going to draw in there, try and get behind those other ones. And over on A, okay. We don't have it. We don't have a far A shot. I can't really see what's going on there. It looks like there are at least a couple reds in the house. It's hard to tell from this angle whether those ones in the front are actually in the house or guarding, but it's possible there are 4 red there. And over on sheet B, yellow, I think that was a little too hot, and it's going to go right through. Over on C, this I think is maybe going to try and tap up his own yellow to red. I think he's going to just run into the pile there. Yeah, just add more to the pile. Yeah, to me, it's definitely, it's 4 red. Yeah, so much clearer now. Yeah, definitely 4 red, and now there's a lot of guards in the front, make it really difficult for yellow. They could still tap up a yellow on one of the sides, but they've got a difficult shot there. Okay. No, all right, we're just having some difficulties with our views. Yep, here we go. We're back. We've got the 6 view again. Sorry about that. Okay, over on C, that is our RIT is delivering. This is the skip shot. This is his first stone. He's trying to take out the red that is counting in the house, and I believe he's going to get it. He is going to roll out himself, but that was very nice. Now, of course, Villanova is going to have to draw in on sheet C. Over on sheet B, looks like they're just going to get a guard, maybe even hog. I think they hogged it. Yep, it happened. I'm not sure what other clubs do, but here at Nutmeg, if you hog a stone, you're supposed to put a quarter in the piggy bank, and then we take those proceeds and donate them to a local nonprofit organization. So for those of you who are new to curling, hogging a stone means that you haven't gotten it past the hog line. So if you're looking at the sheet, there are 2 red lines. The far line, you have to release the stone before it passes the red line, and then your stone must go over the second or the far hog line in order for it to be in play. So if your stone does not make it fully over the hog line, then that is called hogging the stone.
Yeah, but it doesn't, they still have, they're still growing.
All right, over on A, MIT2 delivering. Skip is delivering her last stone of the end. She really has to get in there because Colgate has 4 in the house. She knocks 1 out. So she cut them down a little. They still, I think, have 4 in the house. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, that was the last stone of the end. Okay. 4 red. Colgate has got a big lead of 8 after the 3rd end. Okay. And over on sheet B, it looks like this is the last skip rock for Hamilton. This is Amy Granzer. And she's got a draw into the house. We already did her. And over on sheet C, RIT skips last stone as well, and he's trying to take out the red that's counting. It needs to curl. It's starting to curl. I think he's going to get it. He gave it a wave of his hands. I think he's going to take out his yellow too, and I think that red is still going to get 2 on sheet C. Better than 3. Over on B, I missed what the score was. They're already moving the stones. They'll post it soon. So on sheet C, we've got Villanova with a score of 5 versus RIT with a score of 1 after the 3rd end. And on sheet B, it looks like red picked up 1. So we've got a score of 2 red for Hamilton versus 1 for Cornell Bowdoin on sheet B. And over on sheet A, we've got Colgate with 8 versus MIT. This is their end to score. Everyone's calling for guards in the beginning of the game. If you don't have guards, you don't have anything to hide behind. This year, there's a new 5-guard rule. Last year it was 4 guards. So that means you can't take out a guard until the 6th stone is thrown. And this prevents a game of takeout. So if you don't have a guard and you just throw into the house, then the next team will take it out, then you take it out, and on, and it just is a takeout game. So the guards actually make the game a little more exciting and a little more challenging. So that is why there is a 5-guard rule. So everyone's calling for guards right now. If you have the hammer, you're calling for a center guard in the beginning, and if you don't, if you don't have the hammer, you're calling for a center line guard. Which one is it?
You don't have hammer, you're calling for center line.
If you don't have hammer, you're calling for center line, and if you have hammer, you're calling for corner. Yep, everyone's just calling for guards. Let's talk about some more of these curlers. I think we talked about all the leads. Maybe not. Oh, Colgate, which is sheet A. The lead is Grace McDonald Gagan. She's from Pelham, New York, and her major is psychology. And she's a radio DJ on WRCU-FM. And she wants to say hi to Ellen and Richard. On MIT2, the lead is Thomas Karate, and he's from Brockenhurst, UK. His major is computer science. And an interesting fact is that his hair is insured for $10,000. Now, I'm not sure if that's a joke or not, but anyway, that's what he says, an interesting fact about him. The other lead that we didn't talk about was from RIT, and that's Gavin Wayne Pitt from Morristown, New Jersey, majors computer science. His favorite pi is the ratio between circumference and diameter. Very funny. And he's saying hello to Dr. Wiggler. And the lead on Villanova 1 is Ben Scott from North Attleboro, Massachusetts. He's majoring in civil engineering. His interesting fact is that he spent 35,352 minutes last year listening to Spotify. And he's also high-fived Rob Gronkowski. I think that Rob Gronkowski is a football player.
Yeah.
Is that right?
He's the tight end for the Patriots.
Okay. And he's saying hello to Mom, Dad, Marissa. I don't know what that name is. Olive? And Joey? Someone in Joey.
Yeah.
Very funny leads. And I think there were a couple of seconds. Everyone is still just playing guards. We've got a couple of stones in the house on sheet C. RIT has a stone in the house, and on sheet A, both teams have stones. Red is out counting. That's Colgate is out counting. Sheet C, I think he's calling for a guard. That's what I would be doing right now. Guard what I have in the house already. Over on B, Hamilton 2 has a stone in and looks like calling for another one. Sit behind the yellow stones. Okay, I think that we are now on second stones, at least, on most sheets. On Villanova 1, we've got Joshua Guavin as a second. He's from Phoenixville. His major is math and philosophy, and he can solve a Rubik's Cube in less than a minute, saying hello to his mom. And over on C, Villanova got a very clean takeout, roll behind their guard. That was very nice.
Or I think now that it could be like a double suit. No, I think if they come into the one day that they're out.
Over on B, Hamilton got the call they wanted. They've got two sitting behind two yellow guards. Very nice. And on Hamilton, the second is Gus Tuniskamp from Mansfield, Massachusetts. His major is history, and his interesting fact is that he hurts toads. I hope that's not true. Doesn't want to say hi to anyone. The second on Colgate is Cameron Pauley from Bothell, Washington. Major is anthropology, plays 3 instruments, saying hi to parents, and Uncle Jim, who's learning to curl. All right, on sheet B, it looks like Hamilton is calling for another draw-in. Sheet C, Villanova is calling for a draw-in. And over on sheet A, Colgate was drawing, and it looks like yellow is still shot. It's very hard to tell. I would put another one in the pile. I would just curl right down to it. If I were MIT2, that's what I would do. That is exactly what she's calling for, is to curl right down into that pocket. On sheet C, Villanova got the draw they wanted. RIT is going to try and take out that back red stone. Or maybe they're sitting on it. I didn't actually see where he tapped. Over on B, they're trying to, I believe, draw behind or take out. Looks like a takeout to me. You're going to get one. They got one out. That's nice. Theirs rolls out as well. Over on sheet A, very nice shot by MIT2. There's still a nice pocket. That's the call again. All right, over on C, they're going to guard it. They're going to pull another one in the house. At this point, I would guard it, but they are up already. They've got 3 in the house. I think I would guard it. He may be adding to the pile, but I think I would have called for a guard. Let's see what he's going to do, or what he's going to get. Looks nice. Skip is coming out to sweep. I guess he really wants it in. I think it's beautiful as a guard. Now you still have one that's sitting out in the open, but you've got 2 now that are semi-protected. And over on B, looks like he's calling for a takeout. Gotta get by the front guard. I think they've got that. The line looks good. The weight looks good. Sweepers are going to sweep it just to hold the line. They might get a double here. Nope. They're going to get the one in the back. All right. Now there's 2 reds sitting. Over on sheet C, looks like RIT is going to have to try and take out a stone. He's got to get by his front. I think he's going to hit the front red, but that might knock it back. I think it's just going to leave it exactly the same way. I don't think he's going to take out more than one. You got 1 out, and the other red scooted behind. I think he's going to put a guard up again. Oh. Yep, that's right. Villanova's going to call for a guard on C. And over on B, I can't tell who's throwing. Red is throwing. They're drawing in. I'm not sure what the call was there. Were they looking for a guard? I think so. I think they're going to get it too. Oh, it's going to draw into the house. It's not bad. Now they're going to be sitting 3. Yep. Sitting 3. Over on sheet A, MIT threw another one in. They're still all throwing to that same pocket. It looks like red is sitting 1 for sure. They're going to, I believe, do the same thing. It's Colgate. Try and get right into that same pocket again. They're having some announcements in the warm room. Looks like they're serving lunch. The warm room is packed. Looks like lots of students, lots of parents. Everyone's out to watch the collegiate bonspiel. This is the Yale SuperSpiel. I'm not sure exactly how long it's been going on. Is this the second year?
Oh.
This could be the 3rd year. I'm not sure how many years it's been going on, but I know for sure they had it last year. Maybe the year before. I'm not sure how many years, but this is a great event for, we've got colleges coming from all over.
I will eat that.
All right, so let's see we've got a lot of red stones. Red on C, red on B, red on A. The neon is our junior bonspiel that we hold here, and that will be held the weekend of February 15th. So it's the 15th, 16th, 17th, and that's for our junior curlers, and we will have curlers come from all over the GNCC, and we actually have a regular bonspiel, and then on Saturday night we curl in the dark. We have glow-in-the-dark paint on our curling sheet, and we have black lights, and we decorate the stones with glow-in-the-dark bracelets, and everyone has a really fun time. I heard a rumor that they might be planning an adult glow-in-the-dark event soon for our nutmeg curlers. It should be lots of fun. If you've never curled in the dark, it's definitely something you should experience at least once. And if you've never curled, you should definitely experience at least once. Over on sheet B, we've got 4 reds in the house. Hamilton 2 has got 4, 2 yellow guards up at front. We're on skip stones. We got to do something. And over on sheet A, MIT is trying to get in there. There's really not a lot to be done. I can tap back the red, 1 red, but everything else is just going to mash into the pile because there's a lot of backing. So it looks like red might just get 1. They're trying to decide. I think it was 1 red. And over on B, this is Skip Mueller. He's got his work cut out for him. This is why they pay the skips the big bucks, because sometimes they have to make the most critical shot of the end to try to score or to cut the other team down. So that's really all he can do right now, I think, is to try and cut the other team down. Although it's hard to tell. He could hit the one that's in the forefoot and stick there and count 1. I'm not sure that that's his call, though. And over on sheet C, they're trying to get another one in. I don't know that they're going to make it. They're really sweeping. Oh, I think it's going to be in. Yep, they got it. So Villanova is now sitting, oh, just 1. Yep. There's 1 more stone. RIT has 1 stone to throw, and there is a pocket, or they could tap up their yellow. That would probably be the call I would make, but tap the yellow up. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's see what Mueller's doing. He's coming in. Oh, not enough. I think that he cut them down by 1. Well, there were 4. He cut them down by 1. Yeah, so good try. Over on sheet A, it looks like Colgate picked up one more. Score of 9-0 on sheet A, and they are now in their fifth end. Everyone else, B just finished up their fourth end, and C is finishing up their fourth end. Let's see if you can get the top up. It's got to curl in. It looks a little heavy to me. Not sure it's going to curl. It's actually going to be on his other yellow. He might be able to hit and roll. If he ticks it, nope. Oh, all right. Well,
Cut him down to 1.
they cut him to 1? I think so. I think he cut him to 1. Yeah. I think that's right.
So we scored 1 on that one.
Sometimes that's all you can do as a skip, is cut them to 1 or cut them down. Or maybe just draw for 1. Over on A, it looks like Colgate already has something in the house, and then a guard guarding it. MIT is going to have to come down. It's open. They can come right down into it. Let's see, who haven't we talked about? On MIT 2, the second is Jessica Harsano from Chino Hills, California, and she's a mechanical engineering major. And the third is Kelsey Becker from Jamestown, North Dakota. She's a media, marketing, and political science major. She has 2 Fenzi purses and a silver Lexus. Wow, Kelsey. Looks like Cornell got one in the house on sheet B. Okay, Peter Kratz is on Villanova 1. He is the vice today, and he's from Astoria, New York. He's a business analytics and management information systems major. He's never swallowed a pill, and he's never had a mosquito bite. And he's saying hi to Mom, Dad, Chelsea, and Jessica. And the third on Hamilton is Molly Healy. She's from Redding, Connecticut, a biology major, and she's seen Hannah Montana in concert. She wants to say hi to Mom and Dad. And the third on Colgate is Kate Miller from Alexandria, Virginia. She's an economics and studio art major, and she once got away with switching classes with her identical twin sister. She's saying hello to Mom, Dad, and Scout. That must be fun. Switch places with your identical twin. All right, let's see. Over on sheet A, Colgate's got 1 in the house. MIT's trying to draw in. I think it's going to be a little short. Over on B, that looks like Cornell and Bowdoin has 1 in the house. And over on sheet C, both teams have 1 in, and it looks like Villanova is calling for... I thought he was calling for a takeout. It really needs to curl in order to make it. It's going. He's going to get it. Oh, not enough. Just ticked it. He just missed it. Just grazed it a little and pushed it over. Good try. He's just off the broom a little. RIT is going to put a guard up on sheet C. Sheet B, Cornell Bowdoin is drawing in, I believe. And over on sheet A, Colgate's got 2 in the house. They're going to try and peel the guards. That's a good call right now. The stage in the game is to peel those front guards.
I closed
Believe we're calling for a guard also over on sheet C. Nope, calling for a takeout. Might get it. Over on sheet C. He's going to hit the front guard instead. Might knock back into the red. Let's see what happened. Yeah, it jammed on the... Did it go out? It went out. Yep. We just peeled the guard. Over on A. I don't think they actually succeeded in peeling the guard there, did they? They just added another guard. Okay, over on sheet C, it looks like RIT is going to call for a draw behind. Draw behind their yellow guard. Over on sheet B, they're calling for a takeout. It's got to curl in. Gets going. Sweepers are trying to hold it. I think they got it. Very nice. They rolled out two, which is fine. Over on A, MIT got in. Got one in the house. I still think the reds are out counting, so it's still two red. And looks like they got the red in because the red hit the yellow into the house because MIT is up. And they're going to try and take out one of those reds. Sheet C. Might get one in the house. It's got to slow down a little. They're trying to slow it down. I think they're going to hit their own red. Yeah, so they just switch one rock for the other. Over on A, Colgate's looking to draw in, I think, or guard. I think a guard. Sheet C, RIT is calling for the takeout. It really has to curl. I don't think it's going to. It's a little too hot. It's starting to curl, but it's never going to make it. Yep. Good try. Over on B, Hamilton still has one all the way over in the corner. The center's open. And Hamilton is calling to draw in behind their front guard. And over on B, trying for a takeout. Sweepers are on it. I'm not sure if that was for line or for weight. They are on it. I think it's going to, crashed into one of the front guards. So they were on it for line. Okay, over on C, they're looking for a guard, maybe? It's got to slow down to be a guard. I think it's going to just ooze into the house. That was a very nice draw. I think they are now sitting two. Yeah, but they're both open. So here's Bodie's chance to hit one of those stones out. Over on B, I think they were trying for the takeout too, but I think it just so far out on the sheet that it got caught in the weeds, and that will slow it down. Yep, looks like Bodie's going to get one of them. Let's see, maybe both. He's going to hit one. Oh, he got one. Yay, very good. Nice, Bodie. Nice shot. Over on A, Colgate put up a guard, try and protect what they have in the house. And C Villanova looks like I'd be putting up a guard right now. Looks a little heavy to me for a guard. I think they're going to tap. Oh, they tapped the yellow back. That was very nice. Okay, Bodie's up again. I would be calling for the takeout again. See if he can get them both. What do you think? Yep. It's a little tougher because they're close together. Over on B, Hamilton trying to draw in, but they tap their guard. Move their guard over. Here goes Bodie. Looks like Bodie is going to hit his own yellow. Yep. He peeled his own guard, which is not awful because now everything's open. Good try. Over on B, they're going to call for a draw. And over on A, this is Skip's first stone. MIT. And she's got a pile. She's got some space in there. Let's see what happens. It's coming in. She might tap in her yellow. Not enough weight. That was a very good line, just not enough weight. Looks like Colgate sitting 2 on red. Hamilton sitting 2 on A. Hamilton sitting 1 on B. Villanova's got 2 on C, and they've got a nice guard set up. I could still see the red, so it's possible the takeout is still there. It's a little tougher with that guard up front. Make it a little harder, but it's still there.
And then they like pop.
Let's see what Blau can do. Sheet C. This is his first stone. Skip's first stone for yellow. He's trying for the takeout. He just has to get by the red in the front. Right now the line looks good. He's got to get by. He's got it. I think he's by it. I think he's got it. Beauty. Look at that. He got them both. Excellent. Very nice shot on sheet C. Beautiful. Over on B, Hamilton's trying to draw in. I think they've got one in. Very nice. Over on A, we just got another guard. Skip on MIT has 1 more stone left. Her choices are very limited there. There are a lot of stones in play. She has a tiny port to come through. She can come in between the red and the yellow. But it looks like she's on the other side of the sheet. That's a tough call. I'd be coming through the port, but I'm not sure what she's seeing. Maybe she's going to try and tap up her yellow. I'm not sure. Over on C, Villanova's trying to take out RIT's 2 yellows that are sitting in the house. It's a clean shot. Let's see if he can get them. I think he can get them both. The line looks good. Sweepers are sweeping. Looks good right now. Let's see if he's got them. Oh, he got one. He peeled one. So, oh, and he rolled right into the center. Wow, that was great. He knocked one out and rolled himself in. So now RIT has to take out that red. If he does, he'll sit 2. All right, let's see what MIT's doing on sheet A. I believe she's trying to tap up one of her own stones. Or maybe she's trying to come through the board there. But I'm not sure. Let's see. Here it comes through. Everyone, all the skips are throwing their last stones on this end. Yellow is a little too heavy. To the right line, a little too heavy. On B, they knocked it, but not enough, and rolled themselves out, so that Hamilton sits 2. And over on C, it looks like Villanova takes the end. They'll post the scores in a minute. So on sheet A, after the 5th end, Colgate's got 11 points. MIT has not scored yet. On sheet B, Hamilton has 7 points. Cornell Bowdoin has 1. And over on sheet C, they haven't posted the score, but I believe that Villanova took 1. Yeah. So now we come back to play the 6th end. Everyone's going to set up guards.
Stop. We should have been able to
Okay, so it looks like over on sheet A, this is the lead throwing. This is Thomas Karate, who said his hair is insured for $10,000. Now, he could be a hair model. That's possible. I'd like to see his hair. He's wearing a headband, so it's kind of hard to see what his hair looks like. On B, Cornell Bowdoin gets a biter. And over on C, very nice corner guard for RIT. Over on sheet C, it looks like they're going to throw it through. I think that's what he called for. He's making all kinds of hand signals, but I believe he's saying throw it through. And the lead is so confused, he doesn't know what is going on. Sometimes when you're up, you would rather throw the stone through than give the other team guards to hide behind. So it is a strategic play to actually throw the lead stones through. I believe that is what was happening on sheet C. A lead is hardly ever called for to throw it through, but it does happen occasionally. Got some guards on sheet B. Over on sheet A, Colgate's got 1 just biting the house. Looks like MIT is just going to get a guard.
It does say score, yeah.
Mine just died.
Well,
Okay. I'll plug it in. I'll plug it in. Throwing through again over on sheet C. It's better not to have something for the other team to hide behind. Over on sheet B, we've got a bunch of guards. It looks like this stone might hog. They're really trying to get it over. Well, they might make it.
I'll let you go. Like on sheet B, they just made a takeout on that front guard, splitting open the house. Like on sheet A, I believe that's Colgate's trying to bring one into the house. They got it in the top 8. Over on sheet C, looks like RIT is trying to draw one behind those front guards that they put up. RIT is down about 6 points, so they gotta get a lot in the house this end. Try and come back. Looks like there's a little heavy, so it's going to be swept out by the Villanova skip. Over on sheet A, looks like that's MIT, took out the Reds, took out Colgate's one in the top 8, and theirs rolled behind their guard, so that's a nice roll. About a 50-50 split in the 8 and 12. Looks like on sheet C, the Villanova skip is trying to split those front guards to break up the cover because they're trying to protect their lead. And there you go. We get one guard, but they do set up some arguably better cover for RIT to hide behind. Looks like on sheet A, Colgate's bringing 2 into the 12. I believe they have 3, but they're not shot. That MIT shot right there. Looks like MIT is going to try and split it. Over on sheet B, that is Hamilton. Just brought one in. It's going to be swept out by the Cornell skip. And it's going to hang around at the top in the back 12. Sheet C, RIT is trying to bring in some more cover for themselves. Putting one up. Looks like Villanova is going to do the same thing they did, try and break up the cover. Sheet A, MIT is trying to split the house. Sheet B, looks like that's Cornell is trying to draw one behind their guard. Looks like they're a little narrow on that one. It did get in the house. Looks like it's going to be a biter in the 12, the outer 12. I can't tell which one is counting more. Looks like it's maybe 2 yellow. Can't tell if that red one. The red one might be out counting one. It's very hard to tell from here.
I would still like to
Like on sheet C, RIT is bringing one in behind their front cover. Looks like it was a little bit heavy. It's going to sit in the back 8. Nope, it's going to sit right on the button. That slowed down a lot. Sheet B, That's Hamilton. Got one in. I believe theirs is now out-counting the 2 Cornell stones. Yes, it is. I believe they're sitting in 1 right now, with Cornell having 2 and 3. Sheet C, this is Villanova's Skip's first stone. It's going to try and draw behind that cover to outcount the RIT stone that's sitting nicely biting the button. On sheet B, looks like Cornell's attempt to get rid of that front Hamilton stone got little, they knocked one of their front guards and it kind of went through the hole and out. On sheet C, looks like Villanova is going to be able to bring one in, not quite outcount the RIT stone, but still right above in the 8 foot. We have a little bit under 10 minutes left in the timer before the teams will have to play the next end. So the way the timer works for those who don't know about curling is when the timer runs out, you finish the end you're in and play one more. These change for every club. Most clubs do the whatever end you're in, finish and then play one more. Some clubs with tighter schedules and more teams in a Bonspiel will have it, you finish the end you're playing in. Our tie's broken. It skips or nutmeg knockout.
I don't know. Let me go find the rules for this.
Yeah, go find the rules.
We've got 7 people on it.
It's like on sheet B, Hamilton's bringing one in. Looks like it's going to sit in the house. It's going to sit in the bite. It looks going to sit the T line about on the button. They're now definitely sitting 1, maybe 2. Let me check on that. I believe they are sitting 2. Sheet C, RIT stone was a little bit light and knocked into one of the front guards. And just rolled in and is biting.
Yeah, tie is a nutmeg knockout.
Tie is the nutmeg knockout. So if teams are tied, which none of them are really close to that right now, it will be a nutmeg knockout.
Yeah. And if they get to finish the end they're in and play an extra end.
That's what I said.
Yeah. It looks like it might be a round robin.
It is.
Yeah.
It's kind of an argument. We were anybody tomorrow.
Sheet C, I believe this is Villanova's Skip's last stone. He does not have hammer this in. He is trying to prevent RIT from scoring big. So he's trying to bring one in to outcount. Looks like it's going to be a little bit light. I'm going to try and sweep it in. Looks like it's going to be just a biter. Nope, not even. Just right above the house. That avoids the takeout of the Villanova stone, which would allow RIT to count 3. Looks like they're just going to try and draw into the button to try and get 2. It's the right call right there. Looks like sheet B has started their 6th, 7th end. There's 3 minutes left. Looks like all sheets are going to be able to start their next end. and play one more. It's like RIT was able to pick up one. It's like on sheet A, this might be their last end. Unless MIT scores big. They are currently sitting... Looks like Colgate right now is sitting 1, with MIT having 2, 3, and 4. So if they're able to take that Colgate stone out, they would be able to get 4. Looks like on sheet B, Hamilton, oh, this is Cornell skips, I believe, last stone. Yeah, it's his last stone of the end. Looks like sheet C is going to be able to play their 7th and 8th ends. And let's see if sheet B is able to do the same.
Just all the data on points. Just like I have. You're talking about qualifying. Yeah, I've got like everybody's merit points, and then I've got my losses. That's the biggest challenge. That you want to report sending all 15, but at the same time, I think for new clubs are
MIT and Cornell skips, throwing their final stones at the end. Both throwing yellow rocks. Like on all 3 sheets, a red is up. Some more than others. Like on sheet B, Cornell stone's going to be a little heavy and go right through. Looks like it's going to be 2 red for Hamilton. It's like on sheet A, I didn't see what happened, but it looks like Colgate got 1 or 2. And they might be done.
Anything we can score.
Like they are going to play another end.
I guess first team.
On sheet B, they may have a measure. Nope. Looks like they've decided. It's like all teams are going to be able to play this. Actually, no. Sheet B is only going to be able to play this end because they didn't start their next end.
That's right. So this will be the last end.
This will be the last end for sheet B. Sheet A and sheet C will be able to play 2 more ends. This end and that end. Sheet C, a couple of guards out in front for this end. Looks like they are a little bit ahead of the other 2 sheets.
Okay, we're working off one headphone today, so our other headphone is being charged, so we're taking turns commentating. So it looks like Hamilton and Cornell Bowdoin, this will be their last end. And I believe that the other 2 sheets can play this end plus 1 more, because they had already started this end when the timer ran out. Over on sheet A, looks like MIT's got 2 stones in the house. On sheet C, RIT has 1. And it's open on sheet B. On sheet C, they're looking for a takeout. I don't think it has enough weight for that. A, they're calling for a takeout 2. I think they're going to get 1. Nope, they missed them. And on B, it looks like a draw. Very nice, right into the house. Looks like they're going to hog the stone on sheet C. Oh, looks like on sheet C, RIT picked up a point on the last end. So after the 6th end on sheet C, Villanova is sitting 7 versus RIT. There's 2. On sheet B, Hamilton has 10 versus Cornell. Bowdoin has 1. And over on sheet A, after the 6th end, Colgate is scoring 11, and MIT picked up 1 in the last end on the 6th end. And they've got 2 sitting in the house right now. Colgate's going to call for a takeout. On B, looks like they're going to draw in again. And on sheet C, calling for a takeout. Okay, my headphones were off, so you missed all of that great commentary. I don't know. I was saying that the skip on Villanova was doing a little dance, and he was telling his teammate the weight that he wanted, and that different skips give different signals. Sometimes they give a visual cue that corresponds with the weight that they want thrown, because the curling rink can be very loud when you've got a lot of players playing and you've got skips yelling sweep and the sweepers communicating with the skips. It can be very loud out there, so sometimes the skip will give a visual cue and that tells the weight that they want. Over on sheet C, it looks like they're going to crash their front guard. Oh, they got by it. Very nice. Draw right in. That was beautiful. Looks like they're only sitting 1, though. The red up in the front is the next closest. I think they try and draw, hit and roll. I think he's going to hit and roll. Hit and roll. Over on A, Colgate was able to knock out MIT's 2 yellows that were sitting in the house, and now they're sitting 1. MIT's trying to get 1 in. Sweepers are sweeping it. They're going to tap up their yellow, and they'll get 1. Looks like a scoring. Over on D, Hamilton's got 2 in the house. I think they were trying to get another one, or maybe a guard. Looks a little heavy. Might go right through.
Half the team. C Villanova shot. Rebound up on the guard. Replace the guard and knock
Sheet B, I believe, is calling for a takeout. That's Cornell Bowdoin delivering, trying to knock out Hamilton Stone. They're going to hit it. Does it have enough weight? I think it might jam on their back yellow. Yeah. Oh, I think they still got it out, or is it just a biter? Yeah, they got a biter. Yep. Top yellow is sitting 2, though. Over on C, we're already on skip stones.
The other sheets are on vice stones.
Yep. He's going to hit his front guard again to open it up. Over on B, they're trying to draw in Hamilton 2. I think they're going to get it. It might sit right in front of their other stone.
They're going to be sitting 2.
Yep. Very nice. Going to have to call for a takeout there. Mueller's going to have to call for a takeout. Over on A, Colgate's drawing in. I think that's going to stick around. Nope, she got it out. Cornell is looking for the takeout. Do they've got it? I think they're offline. I think they're going to miss that. Nice try, though. And over on sheet C,
they're
on skip stones on A and on C. What do you think? What do you think they're doing here on sheet C?
They're either going to try and hit or try and draw one in.
Right.
If RIT was able to hit that red one out, they would sit 4.
Right. Well, this is Villanova's up.
Yeah, so they're going to try and get behind.
Yep, to get in there. Yep.
Oh, wow. I watched the last time hit.
Oh, he's sweeping his own stone.
Yeah.
Look at him go. He's going to hit the front red, though. That is not what he wanted to do. RIT can pick up 4 here. He just has to draw in for 4.
This is not his last shot. This is.
Yeah, this is the last stone in the end.
Nova still has 1.
Oh, they do? No. Oh, yeah, he does. Yep.
So they could get something.
Yep. This is why you say the game is not over until it's over. Because you could have a big end and come back. Skip stones on B. Over on A, it looks like it's Colgate's first skip stone.
They need to talk.
On C, Zachary Blau is just trying to draw in. He looks a little wide. It's got a curl. He's wishing it with his hand to curl. We've all done that. It's curling. It's going to get by the front guard. Looks nice. Does it have enough? Very nice. Very nice. Now, this is where it does come down to skip stone. So Villanova can draw in for 1. It's open. That's what he's got to do. He's got 1 stone left, drawing for 1. If he misses, They could take 4. He could also just cut them down to 1 or 2, depending on where he ends up. Yeah. Oh, looking for the takeout, the double there. I don't know, what would you do? Like, at this point, you're already up. I think I would just do a simple draw in and take 1. I think that's what I would do. Although there is a lot of backing there. If you were trying for the takeout, you're going to hit something, but then you're going to give them some points. You could easily, if you can draw, this is it. The shot is drawing for 1. I think that's what he's going for too. Over on A, it looks like MIT is going to try and take out Colgate stone, red stone. That looks like that's the only stone counting right now. And on sheet B, Skip's trying to decide what to do. The Hamilton Skip. They've got a fair number in the house, I believe. 3. It's hard to tell which is out counting. Over on A, MIT Skip stone. Is she going to get it? No, I think she went all the way through. And over on E, ticked off the front guard. Over on C, and I think it's going to be 4 yellow. What do you think?
I think 3.
3 yellow.
3 yellow.
Yep, 3 yellow.
You still do? Okay. I feel like it's right.
Yeah. 3. I'm trying to decide, but I think it's clearly 3 yellow.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so on sheet C, RIT picks up 3 in the 7th end. And now Villanova's lead is dwindled down to 2. So it's anybody's game now.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about with that shot there.
Over on A. What's happened there? I can't see. Went right through. Are there any stones in there? Colgate gets 1. And they're shaking hands. So they're done. So on sheet A, it looks like Colgate wins, and I'm not sure where they go from here. This is a round robin. But thanks so much for playing with us at Nutmeg, and congratulations to Colgate on sheet A. MIT, thanks for coming to play here. All right, on sheet C, they've started their 8th end, looking for centerline guard. And over on sheet B, we think this is the last end they're playing. Not sure how strict they're going to be on the timer. I think it's supposed to be their last end, but yeah, but let's see what happens. Who's in charge and whether they're...
Even if they were going to play another, it might not, because they might have too big of a lead.
Right.
Villanova.
He's okay. He's all right.
He's all right.
Wow, his broom went flying too. Yeah, it looks like a guard.
Be right close to the center line.
So we do curl on ice, and ice can be slippery at times.
Put on his gripper.
Yeah, he put on his gripper. So some skips will skip without their gripper on, and some will keep their gripper on. So it's preference. It's much more challenging if you have your slider than if you have your gripper. Sheet B, they're trying to decide. Mueller's trying to decide what to do with his last stone. I believe it is of the game. I think he was going to try for a takeout here. Try and knock out that red and score.
The last end on sheet C.
This is the last end on sheet. Yeah, they're playing. They're in the 8th end. Yeah.
This is going to be the only game to get to the 8th end.
I believe so.
The gap has closed between the two teams.
Yes, it has.
So RIT could come back.
They could. Everyone's clapping for Colgate and MIT teams that are just coming in. Okay, Mueller throws his last stone. He's trying for a takeout. Is he going to get by that front guard? No, I think he's going to tick it. Yep. And what is that?
Hamilton's going to take 2.
2. Yep, that's the end of that game. So on sheet B, Hamilton 2 wins. Congratulations and thank you, teams from Hamilton 2 and Cornell Bowdoin, for coming to curl with us at Nutmeg Curling Club. We're so glad you came. The warm room is full, packed with students and parents watching the games. There's lunch going on. The bar is open. All right, and now we're down to 1 game. Villanova's calling for the draw in.
Huh? I can't get in there.
Sweepers are sweeping it. I think it's going to crash in the front guard. Yep. Now, I believe you can take your own guard out. Right? It's just that you can't take the opposing team's guard out until the 6th stone is thrown. RIT is calling for the draw behind their guard. They need to score 3 to win, 2 to tie. If they tie, they do a nutmeg knockout. Because it's a regular game, they'll do a nutmeg knockout. If it was a playoff game, then they would be playing an extra end. Everyone's clapping for sheet B teams, Hamilton 2 and Cornell Bowdoin, that are coming into the warm room. Has to crash the guard. What happened there? I missed it. Must have hogged it. Sweepers are sweeping. I think they're going to hit that front guard. Now, is this 6 stone? It is? Okay. So they peeled the guard, which is I think that was the right call, because Villanova needs to not have guards. They don't want things there for RIT to hide behind. That's where they could get into trouble here. As long as they keep it open, they can try and take out anything that's actually counting in the house. It's the guards that could be problematic for them. They're trying to prevent RIT from getting 2 or more points in this end. So I'm not sure what RIT called for. He called for a draw behind, or did he call for a guard? Are they going to get it? It's going to crash, but it'll tap back. Not bad.
A little bit of a skip.
Now, at this point, if you were the skip on Villanova, would you be taking one of those out? Yeah, I think so. You have to. Yeah, I think that's the right call. Take that one out, because if you miss it, maybe you'll take the guard out. Oh, is he? Yeah. He's going to try for the hit and roll. Maybe that's what his little wonky broom position was. The hit and roll. The line looks good right now. It's close. It might hit the front one. And if it does, that's okay. Plan B is okay to knock the guard out. Right? And the rock that hit the wall is out. RIT is calling for a guard. They do. That's what they need. They need a guard. Although I don't know. Would you put another one in the house? I might put another one in the house at this point. I think he changed his call because then you got 3 in the house. They can only take one at a time if you put them far enough apart. Yeah. They gotta sweep it. I think they're gonna get it in. So now Villanova's got to hit something. Do you think they could do a double there?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the double's there. Let's see. Let's see what he's going to do. It looks like it's curling offline. I think he might miss both. Ooh. Yep. All right. Now, yeah, putting another one in the house was the right call. Now he's got to. Now does he guard it? Or he put another one in a different place. Yep. Yep. Yeah, and high in the house too. Yeah. Instead of low. Yeah. I don't know. Right now it looks good. It's got to curl to get off that front stone. If it taps it back, that's okay. I think it's off it now. They want to get it in, though. Get it in, boys. There we go. There. Yeah.
That's not going to be that.
No. That'll be the one they chase now, I think.
Yep.
They could hit and roll. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Because then they hide behind the yellow and they're sitting. Yep. Are we down to Skip's Rocks now?
No, I know. That would have been not a good.
Yeah.
No, but actually, no.
Yes. The Skips are taking their time to decide what to do. RIT is sitting 4 in the house. Villanova has to take out at least 1, if not 2 stones, or they have to draw in, they can hit and roll here and outcount them. They just need to score 1 or keep RIT to 1. They still have 1 stone left, and Villanova has 2 stones. So he's got 2 shots at it. But if he doesn't make this one, RIT will guard it up.
They'll put another one in.
He might put another one in, yeah. Yeah, you're right. He'll put another one in. Yeah.
Right in between those two.
Yep.
At the top of the house to block them and draw in.
Yep. This is where the pressure, this is the pressure on the skips. It's why the skips make the big bucks.
What are you showing?
I didn't know we could show that. And it's this too. It's all 4? Oh, all right. Here we go. They're all sweeping. How's the line look?
Curling a lot.
It is. It's really off. Oh, got 1. He got 2 out. He got 2 out. That was very nice. And that's not exactly what he called for, but that was an excellent plan B. He took 2 stones out. The 2 stones the 2 yellows are still out counting him, but they both have 1 stone left now. I think I would draw behind. Is that what you would do?
Because their last stone is just going to be a draw in for 1.
It could be, right?
That's what they're going to do.
Yeah. So he's got to, I think,
Either guard it or
wouldn't you draw like right in here? I guess then he could just draw in this way. I'm not sure. Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking first, but then you could draw from the other side. And just draw in for 1.
Just put 1 right on the button.
Yeah, I think you got to put. I think you got to put it on the button.
Yeah. You got to put it on the button to try and
Then at least the skip has to knock your button shot out in order to. Although no, he just has to outcount the other ones because they need 2.
They do need 2.
Yeah.
So they're going to try and prevent the button shot.
Yeah.
More crowd than before.
Yes, that's because everyone who just played is there, plus all the people who are going to play next. Yeah, it is a packed standing room only here at Nutmeg Curling Club today. It looks a little light. It's calling the skip out to sweep it. Everyone's going. Oh, yeah, it's light. It is really light. Oh, it's going to hog. They got it over, but Villanova's got to draw in to win. Who's this? Jeremy Wong? Oh, this is Jeremy Wong from Needham, Massachusetts. Biochemistry major. Loves to cook. He just has to draw in. I'm not sure why he's drawing in this way.
He's trying to hit it.
Oh, he's trying to hit. Yeah, I think I would draw in here.
Yeah, it's a safer bet.
I think it is a safer bet, but maybe he's not confident in his draw. So some skips are better at hits and takeouts, and they feel much more comfortable doing that, and much higher probability of making that shot, because he could hit and roll in here, and that would be the same outcome. So maybe he's more comfortable with that shot, and that's why he's calling it.
Even if he just hits it out, that would be fine.
Right. He just has to hit it.
Yeah, he just has to hit it. Have to roll.
Right now it looks good.
It looks a little narrow.
I don't know. To me, the weight is curling. It's hard to see everyone standing in front of it. He's going to get it. It's whether it's enough to win. Yep. Congratulations to Villanova. Good game. Good curling. Yep.
PM draw. Do you know what the next game is?
I don't know when the next game is. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's shortly after this one because they're already prepping the ice. So I'm going to say maybe 2:30 draw. So thanks, teams. Thanks, Villanova and RIT, for coming to play with us. We're so glad you came to Nutmeg.